Deep within China's untouched wilderness lies a world that defies belief. Waterfalls cascade like silk from sky-high cliffs, crashing into rivers so green they seem painted. Mountains roll like waves, cloaked in layers of color, too perfect to be real. Light slips through ancient gorges, as if unlocking the secrets of a forgotten realm. This isn't just nature, it's a dream sculpted by time itself. What you're about to see isn't a fantasy, it's real, it's hidden. And it's waiting to take your breath away. Step into the surreal, the spectacular, and the unseen side of China. KANAS Scenic Area. Tucked deep in the Altai Mountains of China's remote Xinjiang region, the KANAS Scenic Area is one of Asia's most surreal and least explored natural wonders. Its name means beautiful and mysterious in Mongolian, and it lives up to it. At over 4,900 feet above sea level, this alpine paradise holds turquoise lakes, dense Siberian forests, and snow-capped peaks that mirror the beauty of Switzerland. The jewel of the area, Lake KANAS, is rumored to be home to a mythical water creature. Locals call it the Chinese Loch Ness. But what truly sets KANAS apart is its blend of cultures: Kazakh yurts, Tuvan throat singing, and ancient nomadic customs still thrive here. WUGONG Mountains. Floating in the clouds of southeastern China, the WUGONG Mountains are a surreal dreamscape few outside the country have ever seen. Known as the Golden Summit of the East, their rolling alpine meadows sit above 6,000 feet, blending soft grasslands, jagged cliffs, and shifting mists into a landscape that feels otherworldly. Unlike most Chinese mountains dominated by stone, Wugong's peaks are carpeted with waves of green that glow gold at sunset. Sacred to Taoist tradition, the range is dotted with ancient temples, hidden waterfalls, and sky-high trails that vanish into fog. Wugong isn't just a mountain range, it's a living painting where heaven touches earth in silence and light. BAILI Rhododendron Scenic Area. Imagine a forest where over 60 square miles bloom in a riot of color every spring. BAILI Rhododendron Scenic Area in Guizhou, China, is home to the largest natural rhododendron forest in the world. With more than 130 species of wild rhododendrons, some towering over 30 feet tall, it transforms into a floral sea of red, pink, and white, unlike anywhere else on Earth. But it's not just the size that makes it unique, it's the setting. This biodiversity hotspot lies in the KANAS Mountains, where Miao and Yi ethnic communities still hold centuries-old flower festivals, blending myth, music, and mountain tradition. BAILI isn't just a scenic area, it's a living, blooming world where nature and culture collide in rare harmony. LIBO ZHANGJIANG, Guizhou. Hidden in the heart of Guizhou's subtropical mountains, the LIBO ZHANGJIANG Scenic Area is like a portal to a prehistoric Earth. Its surreal karst landscape, shaped over hundreds of millions of years, forms emerald peaks, winding underground rivers, and mysterious sinkholes draped in rainforest green. Recognized by UNESCO as part of the South China Karst World Heritage Site, it's one of the most biologically rich limestone regions on the planet. Ethnic Bai and Shui villages still stand along its jade-colored streams, preserving songs, stilt houses, and sacred rituals. WUYI Mountains. Hidden in the misty southeast of China, the WUYI Mountains are a breathtaking blend of vertical cliffs, winding rivers, and spiritual silence. Towering sandstone peaks rise above bamboo forests, while the Nine Bend River snakes through gorges like a silk ribbon. a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This landscape has been revered for over 2,000 years as a cradle of Taoist practice, Confucian learning, and the birthplace of rock-grown oolong tea. Ancient cliffside tombs and temple ruins still linger in the mist, as if time itself slows here. WUYI isn't just a mountain range, it's a living scroll of nature, philosophy, and flavor woven into the stone. Colorful DANXIA, China. Deep in the mountains of Gansu, China, lies a natural masterpiece that looks like it was painted by the sky, the colorful DANXIA landforms. Stretching across more than 200 square miles, these rainbow-striped mountains were formed over 24 million years through layered sandstone and tectonic uplift. Sunlight dances across ridges of red, orange, yellow, and violet, creating a jaw-dropping landscape that seems too vibrant to be real. Often called the Painted Desert of China, it's a place where geology becomes art. Colorful DANXIA isn't just a visual wonder, it's a living canvas shaped by time, wind, and the hidden brushstrokes of the earth. Zhangjiang Scenic Area. Known as the last pure land on Earth, the Zhangjiang Scenic Area in China's Sichuan province is a place where nature feels untouched by time. At over 12,000 feet above sea level, this sacred Tibetan region is home to 3 snow-capped holy mountains, Chenrezig, Zhangjiang, and Chanadorje, worshipped for centuries. Glacial lakes shimmer in shades of sapphire and jade, ancient forests whisper with wind, and high-altitude meadows burst with wildflowers. Yading's surreal beauty once inspired explorers to call it the real Shangri-La. It's not just a destination, it's a spiritual sanctuary in the clouds where silence, snow, and sky meet in perfect harmony. Tianshan Grand Canyon Scenic Area. Carved by time and hidden in the shadow of the mighty Tian Shan Mountains, the Tian Shan Grand Canyon Scenic Area in China's Xinjiang region is a world few have seen. Stretching nearly 20 miles, this deep, rust-red canyon twists like a stone labyrinth, with cliffs soaring over 300 feet and narrow passageways barely wide enough for one person. Formed by wind and water over millions of years, its walls glow crimson in the sun, earning it the nickname the Devil's Valley. Ancient petroglyphs, echoing winds, and haunting silence make it feel like a natural cathedral. The Tianshan Grand Canyon isn't just a landscape, it's a forgotten corridor through Earth's raw, untamed history. Tucked away in China's remote Xinjiang region, Kekatoa is often called China's Yosemite, but it's far more mysterious. Shaped by ancient glaciers and earthquakes, this granite wonderland blends deep canyons, crystal blue lakes, and towering stone domes that shimmer like silver under the sky. At over 5,000 feet above sea level, it's home to one of the world's richest rare earth mineral zones, once kept secret during the Cold War. Forests echo with Ksak legends, while boulder-strewn rivers cut through some of Asia's oldest rock formations. Kekatoa isn't just beautiful, it's a hidden world where geology, history, and folklore converge in silence and stone. Huangguoshu Waterfall. Crashing down from a height of over 250 feet and spanning nearly 330 feet wide, Huangguoshu Waterfall is one of the largest waterfalls in Asia and one of the few in the world you can walk behind. Tucked in the lush hills of Guizhou province, this thundering giant is more than just a cascade, it's a full-body experience. Mist rises like smoke, rainbows arc through the air, and a secret cave trail lets you stand inside the waterfall itself. For centuries, poets and emperors have stood in awe of its roaring beauty. Huangguoshu isn't just a waterfall. It's a living thunder where water, rock, and legend collide. Yangang Grottos. Carved into sandstone cliffs over 1,500 years ago, the Yangang Grottos in northern China are one of the world's greatest treasures of rock-cut art. Spanning over 1 mile, this vast complex holds more than 50,000 Buddha statues, some towering over 50 feet tall, others no bigger than your thumb. Created during the Northern Wei dynasty, the grottos blend Indian, Persian, and Chinese artistic styles, reflecting a time when the Silk Road carried more than just goods. It carried belief. As wind sweeps through the caves, centuries of devotion echo in silence. Yangang isn't just a monument. It's a spiritual time capsule, carved by hand and sealed in stone. Yulong Snow Mountain, Hidden Glacier. Soaring above the clouds in China's Yunnan province, Yulong Snow Mountain is home to one of the southernmost glaciers in the Northern Hemisphere, a hidden, melting giant clinging to life at over 18,000 feet. Locals call it the Heavenly Mountain, sacred to the DANXIA people, and legend says it guards the soul of a warrior god. But its real secret lies behind jagged ridges and ice-carved cliffs, a glacier so remote few ever see it up close. As the planet warms, this ancient river of ice is vanishing faster each year. Wulong Karst Tourist Area. Deep in the mountains of Chongqing lies the Wulong Karst Tourist Area, where Earth's raw power has carved out one of the most jaw-dropping landscapes on the planet. Here, natural stone bridges soar over 600 feet high. Limestone gorges drop into mist-shrouded darkness, and sinkholes the size of stadiums open like ancient gateways. Formed over 120 million years, this UNESCO World Heritage Site feels more like a lost world than a tourist stop. It's no wonder Hollywood chose it as a filming location. Wulong isn't just a scenic area, it's a cathedral of stone, carved by time and echoing with geologic thunder. Tucked at the eastern edge of the Tibetan Plateau, Hailuogu is one of the only places on Earth where you can walk on a glacier while gazing at active hot springs below. Sitting at over 9,000 feet above sea level, this dramatic valley is carved by the largest low-altitude glacier in Asia, a frozen river that spills down from the sacred Mount Gongga, towering nearly 25,000 feet. Here, ancient ice collides with steaming forest, creating a surreal world of fire and frost. Clouds drift through red rock cliffs, and creaking glaciers groan like sleeping giants. Yingqi Pine Forest, Mountains, China. Far from the crowds and high in eastern Tibet lies the Ningqi Pine Forest Mountains, often called the Switzerland of the East. But even that doesn't do it justice. Nestled at over 9,000 feet above sea level, this region is home to some of the tallest pine forests in Asia, blanketing glacier-fed valleys beneath jagged, snow-capped peaks. In spring, seas of peach blossoms bloom under towering evergreens, creating a surreal mix of colors and climates found almost nowhere else on Earth. Hidden monasteries and prayer flags whisper in the wind. Luolong Sealed Rock Forest. Hidden deep in the mountains of western China, the Luolong Sealed Rock Forest is a place so remote and untouched it remained almost completely unknown to the outside world until recent years. Spanning over 100 square miles, this surreal landscape is filled with towering stone pillars, razor-sharp ridges, and maze-like formations carved over millions of years by wind and rain. What makes it truly unique? Many areas are still sealed off naturally, cloaked in dense forest and shrouded in mist, making it feel like stepping into a forgotten realm. Tiantai Mountain. Rising above the misty forests of Zhejiang Province, Tiantai Mountain is more than a mountain. It's a sacred cradle of Chinese Buddhism and Taoism. For over 1,400 years, monks have walked its stone paths and meditated in cliffside temples like WUGONG Temple, the birthplace of the Tiantai Buddhist school. But it's not just the history, it's the landscape. Cascading waterfalls, emerald valleys, and cloud-wrapped peaks make it feel like a living scroll painting. Pilgrims still climb its ancient steps, seeking wisdom and peace. Tiantai isn't just a destination, it's a spiritual summit where nature and belief rise together through the clouds. Tianzhu Mountain. Soaring through the clouds of Anhui Province, Tianzhu Mountain is a granite masterpiece shaped by time and whispered legend. Named Pillar of Heaven, its jagged peaks rise over 6,000 feet, crowned by surreal rock formations that look like frozen waves, temples, and mythic beasts. Carved by wind and rain over 1 billion years, Tianzhu's landscape has inspired poets, monks, and mystics for centuries. Ancient stone steps lead to hidden shrines tucked into cliffs, while seas of clouds roll beneath your feet. Some say immortals once walked here. WUGONG Mountains Scenic Area. High in the clouds of Hubei Province, the WUGONG Mountains Scenic Area rises like a sacred spine through time, the legendary birthplace of Taoist philosophy and Wudang martial arts. With peaks soaring over 5,000 feet, the range is home to ancient temples, stone stairways carved into cliffs, and monasteries that have stood for over 600 years. It's where monks practice Tai Chi not just for defense, but as a way to harmonize with nature's flow. Mist drapes the ridges, bells echo across valleys, and legend says immortals once walked here. Wudang isn't just a scenic area, it's a living sanctuary where spirit, stone, and silence move as one. Mount Huashan, Shanxi. Rising like stone daggers from the heart of Shanxi, Mount Huashan is one of China's 5 great sacred mountains and easily the most dangerous. Its jagged granite peaks soar over 7,000 feet, connected by sky-high plank paths bolted to sheer cliffs. Monks once climbed these routes seeking immortality. Today, thrill seekers come to test their courage. But beyond the fear lies beauty. Sunrise from the east peak, silent Taoist temples tucked into caves, and trails worn by centuries of pilgrims. Mount Huashan isn't just a mountain, it's a vertical journey through faith, fear, and the raw edge of Earth itself. Ningxia Mountain. Where the golden sands of the Gobi Desert rise like waves against the sky, Ningxia Mountain, the echoing sand mountain, stands as a natural wonder wrapped in legend. These towering dunes, some over 500 feet high, are famous not just for their beauty, but for their sound. When the wind shifts or a slide begins, the dunes sing. A low, booming hum said to echo like ancient drums or distant thunder. Nestled at its base is Crescent Lake, a sapphire oasis that has defied the desert for over 2,000 years. Dongjiang Lake, Hunan. Tucked among the green mountains of Hunan, Dongjiang Lake looks like a painting come to life. Spanning over 14 square miles, its emerald waters wind through misty hills and ancient forests. But what makes this lake truly surreal happens at dawn. A thick fog rises from the surface, curling through the air like drifting silk, while fishermen glide silently on wooden rafts, casting nets into the mist. It's a scene so dreamlike it feels almost impossible, a perfect reflection of China's poetic soul. The Longji Rice Terraces. Carved like giant green staircases into the mountains of Guangxi, the Longji Rice Terraces, meaning dragon's backbone, have flowed with life for over 700 years. Rising from river valleys to peaks more than 3,000 feet high, these terraces mirror the curves of the land, creating patterns that shimmer gold in autumn and ripple with water in spring. Built entirely by hand by the Zhuang and Yao people, they're a masterpiece of sustainable farming and artistry. When morning fog rolls in, the mountains seem to float. Longji isn't just agriculture, it's a living sculpture shaped by generations in harmony with the earth. Qiandao Lake. At first glance, Qiandao Lake looks like a natural paradise. Crystal clear waters dotted with over 1,000 emerald islands, each one a perfect little world of forests, temples, and silence. But beneath its calm surface lies a secret, an ancient city submerged during the creation of a hydroelectric dam in the 1950s. Known as China's Atlantis, the 2,000-year-old city of Xichang still rests deep underwater, astonishingly preserved. Today, this surreal lake offers more than scenic beauty. It hides a forgotten civilization. Anren Ancient Town. Tucked away in the Sichuan countryside, Anren Ancient Town is a living museum of Republic-era China, a place where cobbled streets, century-old mansions, and silent courtyards whisper stories from a forgotten time. Home to 27 well-preserved mansions from the early 20th century, the town is a rare glimpse into China's modern past, blending Western architecture with traditional Chinese style. It's also the birthplace of the Jianghuan Museum Cluster, Asia's largest private museum complex, housing millions of artifacts from war, revolution, and daily life. Hudakuo National Park. Perched over 12,000 feet above sea level in the heart of Shangri-La, Hudakuo National Park is China's first national park to meet international conservation standards, and it feels like something out of a dream. Spanning alpine meadows, ancient forests, and mirror-like lakes, Hudakuo is home to species found nowhere else on Earth. Prayer flags flutter in the breeze, yaks graze under snow-dusted peaks, and morning mist wraps the land in silence. It's one of the few places where you can walk through a UNESCO World Natural Heritage Site and hear nothing but the wind. Basong Kuo Lake. Nestled at over 11,000 feet above sea level in the eastern Himalayas, Basong Kuo Lake is a shimmering turquoise gem that few travelers ever reach. Surrounded by snow-capped peaks and ancient pine forests, its waters are so clear they reflect the sky like glass. But what truly sets it apart is a tiny island in the center, home to a 1,000-year-old Tibetan monastery, accessible only by boat. Sacred to locals and wrapped in legend, Basong Kuo is said to be a place where spirits rest and prayers echo across the water. Just off the coast of Xiamen lies Gulangyu Island, a place where east meets west in the most elegant way. Once a foreign concession in the 19th century, the island is dotted with over 1,000 preserved colonial mansions, winding alleys, and gardens that feel frozen in time. But what truly makes it unique? No cars, not a single one. Locals move on foot through peaceful lanes where the only sounds are ocean waves and classical piano drifting from open windows. Known as Piano Island, Gulangyu boasts the highest density of pianos per capita in China. It's not just an island, it's a timeless melody built in stone, sea breeze, and silence. Tucked deep in the mountains of Anhui Province, Jingde Ancient Town is a quiet masterpiece that time forgot. With a history stretching back over 1,000 years, this village is a maze of stone alleys, white-walled homes, wooden bridges, and bamboo groves. Unlike many ancient towns, Jingde remains untouched by mass tourism. Locals still dry herbs under the sun, carry water from mountain springs, and preserve centuries-old customs. The air smells of tea leaves and earth. It's not a reenactment, it's real. Jingde isn't just a town, it's a living window into China's rural soul, where tradition flows as naturally as the river beside it. Cradled between snow-capped mountains and the ancient city of Dali, Erhai Lake glistens like a silver mirror stretched across the Yunnan highlands. Spanning over 150 square miles, it's not just one of China's largest alpine lakes. It's a sacred symbol of life for the Bai people. At sunrise, fishing boats glide silently through golden mist. At dusk, the water reflects temples, clouds, and the slow rhythm of village life. Locals call it the ear-shaped sea, and legends say it holds the soul of the mountain. Erhai isn't just a lake, it's a quiet world suspended between earth and sky, where nature and culture breathe as one. Often called the Alps of the East, Mount Segunyang rises like a crown of ice in Sichuan's Tibetan plateau. Its 4 jagged peaks, led by the Queen Peak at over 20,000 feet, pierce the sky with a beauty that feels almost mythical. In Tibetan legend, the mountains were 4 warrior sisters turned to stone to protect their homeland. Today, it's a sacred land for locals and a hidden paradise for trekkers, climbers, and dreamers. Glacial valleys, mirror-clear lakes, and golden meadows stretch for miles. Mount Segunyang isn't just stunning. It's a high-altitude realm where legend, wilderness, and sky collide in silence. KANAS Scenic Area. Tucked deep in the Altai Mountains of China's remote Xinjiang region, the KANAS Scenic Area is one of Asia's most surreal and least explored natural wonders. Its name means beautiful and mysterious in Mongolian, and it lives up to it. At over 4,900 feet above sea level, This alpine paradise holds turquoise lakes, dense Siberian forests, and snow-capped peaks that mirror the beauty of Switzerland. The jewel of the area, Lake KANAS, is rumored to be home to a mythical water creature. Locals call it the Chinese Loch Ness. But what truly sets KANAS apart is its blend of cultures: Kazakh yurts, Tuvan throat singing, and ancient nomadic customs still thrive here. WUGONG Mountains. Floating in the clouds of southeastern China, the WUGONG Mountains are a surreal dreamscape few outside the country have ever seen. Known as the Golden Summit of the East, their rolling alpine meadows sit above 6,000 feet, blending soft grasslands, jagged cliffs, and shifting mists into a landscape that feels otherworldly. Unlike most Chinese mountains dominated by stone, WUGONG's peaks are carpeted with waves of green that glow gold at sunset. Sacred to Taoist tradition, the range is dotted with ancient temples, hidden waterfalls, and sky-high trails that vanish into fog. WUGONG isn't just a mountain range, it's a living painting where heaven touches earth in silence and light. BAILI Rhododendron Scenic Area. Imagine a forest where over 60 square miles bloom in a riot of color every spring. BAILI Rhododendron Scenic Area in Guizhou, China, is home to the largest natural rhododendron forest in the world. With more than 130 species of wild rhododendrons, some towering over 30 feet tall, it transforms into a floral sea of red, pink, and white, unlike anywhere else on Earth. But it's not just the size that makes it unique, it's the setting. This biodiversity hotspot lies in the Karst Mountains, where Miao and Yi ethnic communities still hold centuries-old flower festivals, blending myth, music, and mountain tradition. BAILI isn't just a scenic area, it's a living, blooming world where nature and culture collide in rare harmony. LIBO ZHANGJIANG Guizhou. Hidden in the heart of Guizhou's subtropical mountains, The LIBO ZHANGJIANG Scenic Area is like a portal to a prehistoric Earth. Its surreal karst landscape, shaped over hundreds of millions of years, forms emerald peaks, winding underground rivers, and mysterious sinkholes draped in rainforest green. Recognized by UNESCO as part of the South China Karst World Heritage Site, it's one of the most biologically rich limestone regions on the planet. Ethnic Bai and Shui villages still stand along its jade-colored streams, preserving songs, stilt houses, and sacred rituals.